An arms race, in its original usage, is a competition between two or more parties to have the best armed forces. Each party competes to produce larger numbers of weapons, greater armies, superior military technology, etc. In a technological escalation, international conflict specialist Alex Upton defines the term as the participation of two or more nation-states in apparently competitive or interactive increases in quantity or quality of war, material and/or persons under arms. The term is also used to describe a competitive situation, in which the purpose is only to be more successful than one's competitors. Examples of arms races: World War I naval arms race from the dates 1891 to 1919, an arms race between several European countries, including Germany, France, Russia, took place. British concern about rapid increase in German naval power resulted in a costly building competition of dreadnought-class ships. This tense arms race lasted until June 1914, when after two antagonistic power blocks were formed because of the rivalry, the World War broke out. If it weren't for this arms race, World War I may never have taken place, as the governments of these nations would not have felt they had the military technology and navies to risk their citizens in the war. After the war, a new arms race developed among the victorious Allies. The Washington Naval Treaty was only partly able to put an end to the race. Prior to World War I, a dreadnought arms race also took place in South America. Nuclear arms race: a nuclear arms race developed during the Cold War, an intense period between the Soviet Union and the United States. This was one of the main causes that began the Cold War. On both sides, perceived advantages of the adversary led to large spending on armaments and the stockpiling of vast nuclear arsenals. Proxy wars were fought all over the world in which the superpowers' conventional weapons were pitted against each other. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War, tensions decreased and the nuclear arsenal of both countries were reduced. Other uses: more generically, the term arms race is used to describe any competition where there is no absolute goal, only the relative goal of staying ahead of the other competitors in rank or knowledge. An arms race may also imply futility, as the competitors spend a great deal of time and money, yet end up in the same situation as if they had never started the arms race. An evolutionary arms race is a system where two populations are evolving in order to continuously one-up members of the other population. An example of this is the escalation of drug resistance in pathogens, in step with the use of increasingly powerful drugs. This is related to the Red Queen effect, where two organisms co-evolve to overcome each other but each fails to progress relative to the other interactant. In technology, there are close analogues to the arms races between parasites and hosts, such as the arms race between computer virus writers and antivirus software writers, or spammers against Internet service providers and email software writers. Literature: Richard J. Barnett, Der amerikanische Rüstungswahn. Rowohlt, Reinbeck 1984, ISBN 3-499-11450-X. Jürgen Brun, Der Kalte Krieg oder Die Totrüstung des Sowjetunion. Focus, Gießen 1995, ISBN 3-88349-434-8.